Someone wrote me, "Oh please, Mr. Catman, can you tell me 5 inspos?" And I wrote the nice human back, "Hey, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. How would I know what 5 fragrances you're gonna like? I'll tell you 5 inspos I like, and maybe that'll help." And he said yes. Well, here's 9 inspos, but it's like 7, because 2 we talked about yesterday, so I'm only gonna talk about them for a second or 2. But the first one I suggested, if you're just starting to clean, you just need 5 fragrances, so I guess we'll do, 5 fragrances for $100? We could do that, right? 5 $20 fragrances? Let's say $125. That I think we can pull off. Let's set that as the goal, and then let's see what we actually come to. So, Odyssey, Mega, Armoff. I mean, it smells like YSL, so that's a great one to have. Basically, the most versatile designer scent profile there is. Yeah, it smells so good. Any season, any situation. Office, at the gym. You'll be smelling good. It's not a 12-hour nuclear beast, but it's not a 2-hour dud. It's like somewhere in the middle, and it really depends on your skin chemistry and on what type of fabric you spray it on. But like I said, not a beast, but not a dud. So Mega was the first one I suggested. And what do we call this? $20? We're gonna call it 25 because I feel like on Joma Shop it's probably like 21. And I feel like I paid around there. All right, so let's just say 25 for the Mega. Let's keep it moving. Oh, this one here. This one's like $15. Cocktail Intense. This was the next one I suggested because I love that Angel Share DNA. This one just so wonderful, so delicious. I love it. You might like Kismet Magic more. I understand. It comes off a little bit more pungent. This one feels a little bit smoother to me. When I go back and forth between the Cocktail Intense and this one, I always like this one more. But I could see why a lot of people like the Cocktail Intense. It has something that does kick a little bit more. But to my nose, I'm not saying my nose is better than yours, but to my nose, that thing that jumps out in the Kismet Magic makes it feel a little bit synthetic. Where this one, to me, just feels a little bit smoother. And I feel like it's very close to the original scent profile. So I like that. I like it a lot. So that's $15. So we're at $40. 2 frags for $40. We're off to a good start. And it's usually not as messy. But I was just filming a Cat the Ripper video, and we got a little Ace showing a little thigh and a little Luca Magic over here. So they're hanging out with me for now. I hope you don't mind. Just like I hope you don't mind hitting that flipping like button, that subscribe button, please. We're trying to get to 1900 billion today. But someone told me we got there last week, but I think they were just messing with me. I keep looking. I don't see it, but hopefully any second now. So I appreciate all of you. I couldn't have done it without you. Becoming the biggest YouTuber ever, it really warms my heart. To think where we started, to now where we are. Unreal. But I love all you guys. Let's keep it moving. To the Hawas. This is not one that I told him, but if I was making a top 10 of fragrances you should possibly start with, OG Hawas. I love it, but you might think it's a little too synthetic, but I think you need some type of Invictus or Invictus Aqua Hawas type of scent profile in the collection. Although this in the Mega can be worn in very similar situations, this one's a little different. It's a little sweeter. It's a little bit more beastly, and I love it. And if we were going for 10 frags, I'd put OG Hawas in there, but we're going for 5, so that won't be on the original 5. We're still at the Cocktail Intense in the Mega with $40. The next one I would actually add in, we just talked about these two, but we'll talk about them quick. Latafa Untamed, I would definitely throw this in the pile here. This would be my fall, winter, spring. You could use this. You'll be smelling flippin' amazing. Orange and caramel. It's supposed to smell like Najim. I haven't smelled Najim, but it's amazing. It's $20. So we'll say $60 since we were at 40. And then the Glacier Bold, I flippin' love it. Not much to say. It's La Bola Parfum. I don't normally like coconut, but mixed with that bergamot and that tonka without the bean, it's delicious. And we'll call each of those 20, although you can find both of them for under 20. So we're at 80 now. 4 frags for $80. I mean, come on, players. Now, the last one I would actually do is my favorite inspo. Al Rey, that's what I would actually do. And especially now that it's not like $50 anymore. It was one thing when the King was $150 and this was 50. It was like, oh, okay. But you could find the King for $80 pretty much all day if you look. 60 if you get real lucky on a super flash sale like a tester or something. But it's doable. It's definitely doable. But yeah, Al Rey, oh my God, it smells like the King. It's wonderful. I like everything about it except this ridiculous bottle. But if you haven't smelled the King, I would suggest going to Sephora and smelling it. But we talked about it yesterday at the beginning of the video, so just go watch yesterday's video. My favorite fragrances. It's fruity, florally, manly, aromatic, all at the same time. It's unreal. Another inspo of the King. 110? 110. What the hell's 110 mean? 1910. Flippin' Latafa, the bike. Also wonderful. In the air, very, very similar fragrance. Beautiful. So officially the Al Rey would have been my 5th. This, I guess, would be my 5 if I was doing a little inspo, little start off package here. I think this would be my 5 because this is my favorite inspo. I absolutely love this one. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Would be everything I'd need. The only thing I'd possibly maybe swap is like Untamed for Hawas if you wanted another freshie, or possibly the Bold for a blue if you wanted a blue. And normally I'd suggest the Shiaka, but I wore it the other day, and although I love the way it smelled, it did not last on me for some reason. I mean, it's extremely hot where I am, like seriously, like really hot, like no BS. Like I'll just pull it up right now. Look at this madness. Are you seeing what I'm seeing here? 113, 91 at night. You can't even fathom what's going on in my world. I'm in dimensions you've never even heard of. But anyways, needless to say, the Shiaka in my dimension did not last very long. It smells great though, it smells great. But you might want to swap one of those out. Or the Mega, you could also swap out with the Amir Al Arab Asdaf Imperium. This is the YSL YEDT, so not exactly the same, but still very similar. Super designer, any season, any situation. And this one's probably a tiny bit cheaper than that one, maybe like $5 cheaper. Similar performance. What did we say? 25, 15, so 40. These are both 20, 80. This one's like 25, 30. So you're like 110, 120 with tax. $120 for these 5 fragrances. That's a pretty good start to the collection. And like I'm saying, you could swap this one out, say $5. You could swap the Al Rey out with Hawass, give or take $5. And actually a blue that I would recommend at the moment, Blue Sapphire. Although this flipping bottle triggers me in so many ways. Everything's off-centered and misspaced and misaligned and misproportioned. It drives me crazy. But anyways, this fragrance is wonderful. Well, what you'd expect in a blue, but smooth at a very nice value. And of course, you could swap out possibly one of these two for Rom Silver if you want a little ultra male vibe. If the Al Rey sweetness is not up your alley, you want a little something different. The Rom Silver's here. Before you know it, you'll be listening to jazz together with your mom. And another one here too, the Victorioso Nero. You could possibly swap that out with the Untamed or the Cocktail Intense. Oh, this is good. It's like Invictus with a little vanilla in there. Beautiful fragrance. Well, yeah, so you could definitely one that could be swapped out and keep you right in that same little budget there. So we're jamming just over $100. You could have a pretty wonderful little start to a collection there. Let me know what you think down below. I appreciate you and I love you and I hope this video made you smile. And if it did, hit all those buttons, please, because that would make me smile. Tell me some of your favorites. I appreciate all you. Happy sniffing. You know I appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end. Hit me with that Malibu. I'll see y'all in the next one. And bye for now, baby.